Village, 16226, Maplewood Court. The gentleman previously mentioned about the traffic on this 141st.
Could you speak into the mic, please?
I would like to ask you to revisit putting up the traffic camera controls. The reason being, that's one of them. Also, school zonings. I've been asking for protection for the kids. I guard on Bayville and Libby. Cars coming down off of Lawrenceville Center Road, 40, 50, maybe more than that, miles an hour. Cops patrol that area. They're busy. Hey, give us a chance and keep those kids alive. I would ask you to revisit that. I know the Supreme Court of Ohio stated that the state has no control on designating where your cops are. And they did, by error, in that last election, demand that any of those traffic lights will be supervised by a cop on premises. And that's against the law. Revisit it, please. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tanya Black. I live at 21414 Hill Road. And I'm here representing the Lions Club, the Maple Heights version. And we are having our actually annual job fair on May 14th from 10 to 3. And it will be held at the Lutheran Church of the Covenant. That's the church at 19,000 Libby Road, right there near Maple Heights Boulevard. Anyone is welcome to come, whether they live in or out of Maple Heights. And we are looking for more vendors. If anybody has a vendor that would like to share with the city any openings and positions within the city or out of the city. So please come out if you need a job or if you know someone that does. Contact information is 216-663-7403. Thank you.
My name is Jean Woods, 15300 Walden. I just have a quick question. The gentleman before was talking about the potholes on 141st. I know the city is short of money, but is there any money for these potholes to be fixed on the side streets as well as the big ones? Thank you.
West side is 18301 Lewis.
1 second, I couldn't hear you.
We did not get your name, please. Velma Russell. Velma Russell.
Can you represent again, I'm sorry.
18301 Lewis. First of all, I'd like to thank Councilwoman Stagey. She does keep in touch with me and asks me any concerns going on in my general area. I have a few, but I also have something I want to bring to her. I would like to have a meet and greet for our street, but I also need help with the police department as well. I want to do it on a Saturday afternoon. We'll give you a day. We'll kind of block the street off from either end, so we can have like meet and greet for all the people on our street. So everybody can get together and meet their neighbors, so we can get to know each other. So I'm going to be asking you guys to help me do that. Also, I have noticed that the trash price has gotten just out of control. I go out sometime at night, sometimes the police officers see me. I'm out walking and take the dog with me. And I'm out picking up trash, walking the dog, and I have bags of trash sitting in my yard just from me. So I'm gonna ask some of the residents, if you see the trash out there, just pick it up and throw it away. Don't leave it out there, because we might as well just live in the garbage now. It's just that bad. It's just that bad. Thanks.
Moving on to the legislation, please.
Ordinance number, thank you, ordinance number 2015-19, an ordinance amending section 86604 of the codified ordinances regarding application, fingerprints, and photographs in the police department in the city of Maple Heights and declaring an emergency.
May I have a motion to suspend the rules and place this ordinance on its third and final reading? Is there any discussion? Call the roll to suspend, please.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams. Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
Yes.
May I have a motion for adoption?
Second.
Is there any further discussion? Call the roll for adoption, please.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee. Yes. Adams.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
Yes.
That's by the vote 7-0. Ordinance number 2015-14. A resolution declaring it necessary to levy an additional 1.3 mil tax levy for 5 years for the purpose of current expenses and general operations of the Maple Heights Senior Center pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 5705-19, and requesting that the county auditor certify the total current tax valuation of the city and the dollar amount of revenue that would be generated by the additional levy declaring an emergency.
This resolution is on its third reading. Councilman Sephardi, would you like to withdraw this?
Yes.
Motion to withdraw?
Would you like to make that motion?
Make a motion to withdraw 2015-20, so it may coincide.
Dash 14.
14.
Oh, 14. 2015-14, so it can coincide with the correct years on the legislation that's on the agenda.
Second?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Turjansky?
Yes.
Agee?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
Sephardi?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Brownlee.
Present.
Resolution number 2015-20, a resolution declaring it necessary to levy an additional 1.3 mil tax levy for 5 years for the purpose of current expenses and general operations of the Maple Heights Senior Center pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 5705-19, and requesting the county auditor to certify the total current tax valuation of the city and the dollar amount of revenue that would be generated by the additional levy and declaring an emergency.
Do I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Call the roll to suspend, please.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
No.
May I have a motion for adoption, please?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Call the roll for adoption.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
No.
Passed by the vote 6 yes, 1 no. Resolution number 2015-21, a resolution pursuant to sections 5705-19 of the revised code, submitting to the electors of the city of Maple Heights at the November 3rd, 2015 municipal election, the question of an additional 1.3 mil tax levy for 5 years for the purpose of the current expenses and general operations of the Maple Heights Senior Center and declaring an emergency.
This resolution is its first reading.
Ordinance number 2015-22, an ordinance amending chapter 1442 of the codified ordinances regarding the fee schedule in the Department of Building in the city of Maple Heights and declaring an emergency.
This ordinance, may I have a motion to suspend the rules and place this ordinance on its third and final reading?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Call the roll to suspend, please.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
Yes.
May I have a motion for adoption?
Second.
Any further discussion, please? Call the roll for adoption.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams. Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
Yes.
Passed by the vote, 7-0. Ordinance number 2015-23, an ordinance amending section 24009 of the codified ordinances regarding charges for the Department of Service requests and record requests in the city of Maple Heights and declaring an emergency.
May I have a motion to suspend the rules and place this ordinance on its third and final reading?
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion? Call the rolls to suspend, please.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams. Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
No.
May I have a motion for adoption?
Second.
Any discussion, please? Call the roll for adoption.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
Yes.
Passed by the vote, 7-0. Ordinance number 2015-24, an ordinance amending chapter 1484 of the codified ordinances regarding the registration of foreclosed, forfeited, or vacant properties in the city of Maple Heights and declaring an emergency.
May I have a motion to suspend the rules and place this ordinance on its third and final reading?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Call the roll to suspend, please.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
No.
May I have a motion for adoption?
Second.
Any discussion, please? Call the roll for adoption.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams. Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
No.
Passed by the vote 6 yes, 1 no. Resolution number 2015-25, a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a contract to provide for the resurfacing a portion of Lee Road in the city of Maple Heights and declaring an emergency.
May I have a motion to suspend the rules and place this resolution on its third and final reading?
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair, I have a question.
Go ahead, Councilman.
To the chair, to Irene. I was just curious if you know how Irene's not here. I'm just wondering if anybody knows the length of the term on this loan?
Sorry.
How many years is the term on the loan?
Oh, I believe it's 10 years,
And
I believe, but we can double check for it.
Thank you.
Sure. Well,
Call the roll, please. Call the roll, please.
For suspension, Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
Yes.
May I have a motion for adoption?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Call the roll for adoption, please.
Turjansky.
Yes.
Agee.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Sephardi.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
Yes.
Passed by the vote 7-0. Resolution number 2015-26, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a cooperative purchasing program with the Ohio Department of Transportation for the purchase of sodium chloride, which is rock salt, and declaring an emergency.
May I have a motion to suspend the rules and place this resolution on its third and final reading?
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion? I might want to mention to the audience here that this is for the winter time. We are not anticipating any more snow. We do have to get the bid in now in order to get in line and get good rates. Call the roll to suspend, please.
Terjansky?
Yes.
Agee?
Yes.
Adams? Jones?
Yes.
Safrati?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Brownlee?
Yes.
May I have a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Call the roll for adoption, please.
Terjansky?
Yes.
Agee?
Yes.
Adams? Jones?
Yes.
Safrati?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Brownlee?
Yes.
Passed by the vote 7-0.
Would you turn to your expenditures over 1,000, it would be 2015, 34 through 38. May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Call the roll.
Madam Chair, I have a comment or a question.
Go ahead, Councilman Brownlee.
It was asked earlier for an explanation of 2015-38 for $2,300. And I'd like to reiterate that question as to what that expenditure is for.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Mellon.
it would appear to me that that's clearly indicated on the council expenditure sheet that was provided to all members of council and the audience, and it clearly indicates a legal action, Brownlee versus council clerk and the city.
Thank you. Would you call the roll, please?
Adams?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
Safrati?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Brownlee?
No.
Terjansky?
Yes.
Agee?
Yes.
Thank you, council and audience, for wading through this little bit of housekeeping we have here. Mayor's report, please.
Thank you, Madam President. For you sports fans or Cavs fans that are wondering what the score is, my son, who is in college in Long Island, New York, at Hofstra University, has been texting me. He said that LeBron James brought back the headband tonight. He is literally on fire, and the Cavs are now up 60-39. That's great news. Also, I want everyone to know I gave up my playoff tickets tonight to be here. The ultimate sacrifice. I'd like to talk about a couple of things that came up tonight. First is the trash litter ongoing problem that we have in this city, which is fueled by 3 different things that are happening. And those are individuals throwing trash and litter out of their windows of their vehicles up and down every road and every street. Individuals who are walking around the neighborhoods, whether they're just coming from some type of a convenience store or gas station, wherever, and buying food and drinks and consuming them, and then just throwing the empties on the ground. Also, what's very noticeable is the way a lot of the residents put their trash out. They do not put secure trash out. They just put it out. Now, if you want to get into the right way, the wrong way, the proper way, the Waste Management has a very, very good website that explains, if you have questions, how you should place your trash out. Especially with the ongoing animal problem that we have in the city, with, well, all cities do really, with animals of many kinds that were never interested in trash, but now are consuming pretty much everything because all of their vegetation and natural resources have been consumed and they've been moved out of their environment, you need to put it in a can with a lid or put it in some type of a container or a bag and tie it closed shut. That also goes for boxes or whatever. If you take a ride around tonight, even before the sun goes down, you'll see a lot of trash that is just sitting there, open. Whether these are boxes or cans with no lids, trash that falls over on the grass or in the street, or an animal knocks it over the wind, whatever. Residents do not secure their trash when they put it out. And a lot of these drivers are not going to stand there and walk around the tree lawn or in the street and pick it up. They're just not going to do it. So when we have a good citizen, ma'am, again, thank you. I know I pick up trash in front of my house all the time. A lot of us do. We do have court community service from the county downtown that comes out on the weekend. You've probably seen them with, the colorful vests, and there's a van that we also use through our police department that we have community service. Usually it's juveniles that have, are working off some hours or donating back to the city for things that they've done, getting in trouble. So we do try to pick up as much trash also as possible. However, it's an ongoing issue, and until people stop littering and they stop putting it out the wrong way, we're going to have a problem that's going to be ongoing. On a spin-off of that, the other problem is people not bringing their garbage cans in until they need them again. They'll sit out there for 3-4 days, and then someone in the house figures out, hey, I got to take my trash out to the garage. They look out in the garage, there's no can. Where is it? It's still on the tree lawn. So when we see that, we usually cite that person, and they don't like that, and they get mad, and then someone up here or myself gets a phone call. But you know what? Rules are rules, laws are laws. Bring your can in after Waste Management empties it. Potholes. We are constantly on a daily basis crisscrossing this city filling potholes. We will get to 141st Street very soon, as it was brought to our attention. And we can't be everywhere at once. We have our cities like 5.5 square miles. It's a big city, lots of miles of streets and roads. But we are filling potholes on the mains and on the side streets at the same time. We did have a setback last week when the asphalt plant that we buy from breaks down. We can't get any asphalt and we can't fill the potholes. But that was just, a temporary thing. But that does happen too. But we are out every day filling potholes. We don't have a lot of manpower. We have about 5-6 guys in the service department that are doing the work. So we try to get at least one crew, sometimes 2 out filling potholes. But we will stay on it until we get caught up. The rain doesn't always help because it gets in there and kind of, if there's a pothole, it makes it bigger, which is what we heard about tonight. Not making excuses, but we will get to that. The stop sign issue. I may be the only one up here that remembers that lawsuit when we had stop signs at every single intersection, which by Ohio law is illegal. You cannot use a stop sign to control the speed or flow of traffic. That's totally illegal. So the city was sued back in the late 1980s, and the stop signs were removed as a result of that lawsuit. Now, if we were to go back and put a stop sign here or there, would we get sued again? Who knows? If we did, we'd have to remove them. That would be the law. However, we did have traffic cameras on 141st for quite a few weeks, and they seem to be doing a really good job. But to this day, I still can't, like a lot of residents, figure out why the residents or the voters didn't want traffic cameras, because 94%, that's right, 94% of the people who received the tickets did not live in Maple Heights. So go figure, that's a no-brainer. 94%. So now we have to deal with speeders and reckless drivers and cars driving in the houses and all of that. So, common sense. And with that, I'd like to end my report by wishing all the moms a happy Mother's Day on Sunday. Abraham Lincoln once said, everything I do, everything I owe in my life, I owe to my angel mother. So God bless all of our mothers for all they have done for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilman Trojanski, District 6.
Good evening. Speaking on it's springtime, and I know the snow's melted, and so now we see all the trash and litter, and it's a big issue all across the city. And in my district, I'm responding to that by holding a District 6 community cleanup day on Saturday, May 30th. I'm asking volunteers in District 6 from throughout the city if you want to come out and join us to meet us on the corner of Longview and Maple Heights Boulevard at 10:30, and we're going to clean the Maple Heights Boulevard from Nitra up to Warrens. We're going to be picking up trash. So if you want to bring a set of gloves, bring a rake. I'll be bringing, I'll also have rakes and gloves and garbage bags, and we're going to be picking up the litter. We need to beautify our community, and we need to take ownership as a community. And so asking for anyone who wants to come out and volunteer on May 30th. We'll be meeting again at the corner of Longview and Maple Heights Boulevard from 10:30 to 1 p.m. If we get rained out, the backup date will be Saturday, June 6th. So that'll be the cleanup day for District 6. Also, I apologize, but the District 6 Community Awareness Meeting was rescheduled in April for Saturday, May 18th. So if you showed up, I apologize. It will be that Monday at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. There'll be 2 guest speakers. There'll be a representative from ESOP talking about the programs that are applicable to Maple Heights residents, as well as the president from the Maple Heights chapter of the Lions Club talking about the organization, some of the activities that the organization has done in Maple Heights, and how you yourself can get involved in the service organization. Also, the deadline for the District 6 2015 yard contest will be June 1st. There's a newsletter that's coming out, so the deadline, the application will be there, so I will need it in my hand, either by email or by person by 7 p.m. on June 1st. I'm also seeking 5 volunteers who want to be judges. A team of committed 5 people who want to come out and survey the yards and then convene and choose the first, second, and third winners for the contest this year. So if you want to see me after the meeting, please talk to me. And finally, the District 6 newsletter for May will be going out to residents next week. And finally, to all the mothers, happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Councilwoman AG, District 7.
Good evening. I would like to thank all the residents for attending my block watch meeting last month. A special thanks go out to the Maple Heights police officer for informing us on what's going on in the city. A special thanks go out to the members of the Planning and Zoning Commission, Gerald Arnold and Stafford Chanette, our law director, John Montella, for explaining what drive time motors is and answering the questions for the residents on Watercrest. I would like to invite all the residents to join me every Saturday on a 2-mile walk beginning May the 30th through September the 5th at Garfield Park from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. If you need additional information, please contact me, 216-323-8829. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and end the report.
Thank you. Councilman Adams, District 1.
I had some work done on my throat last Tuesday, biopsy and scraping of my vocal cords, so I can't speak very well, so I asked Kathy to read my report. I'm sorry, it'll get better day by day, and I was declared cancer-free. Thank you for your prayers, and all your mothers, happy Mother's Day. And Kathy, read my report. Thank you.
Okay, Spring has arrived in District 1, and most calls are on questions of grass cutting, of foreclosed homes, potholes, and garbage issues. I'm asking for the residents to please be patient. Thank you, Tanya Black and the Lions Club for their donation of flowers for the War Memorial. Please contact her if you're interested in volunteering some time for planting. Thank you, Joe and Dorothy Shumsky, for your ongoing support of the Senior Center with the matched donations. The seniors and the city appreciate all you do. Congratulations to the Academic Challenge crew of Maple Heights. You made us all proud. As Mr. Adams announced that he is cancer-free, and he wants to thank everyone for their support. In addition, on Monday, May 25th, 2015, the City of Maple Heights will hold its 78th consecutive Memorial Day Parade and service honoring the men and women of our armed forces who gave up their lives defending and protecting our country. The parade will line up at the Maple Heights High School staff parking lot located at Clement Avenue off of Libby Road and Mapleboro Avenue at 9:30 a.m. and step off promptly at 10:15 a.m. Going west on Libby Road and pass and review on Lee Road, and then on to the honor roll at the Veterans Memorial by City Hall for the services. Anyone who has served, still serving, or has someone in the military and would like to march in our parade and show their support for our troops are more than welcome to join us. We're looking for anyone who has or knows of anyone who has military vehicles and would like to put them in the parade. We're also looking for all mothers who have sons or daughters in the military, Blue Star mothers, who would like to participate in this year's program.